York City, the destination for the Raptors. A multi-dimensional difference maker. Brandon Ingram looking to provide for his team as they await tip-off against the Knicks. Raptors. Knicks is next, right after this.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Toronto, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Knicks, a game behind.
And for the Raptors, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the one. And for New York, the forwards are Bridges and Towns. Jalen Brunson out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Robinson in at the five. Teams are starting to hit their stride in this early portion of the NBA season, Tim. Do you feel like you've hit your broadcasting rhythm yet?
I'm getting there, Kevin. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good, but honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in midseason form.
Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or, Tim, on the floor.
Boy, Kevin, that is so true.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Well, once he takes flight, Barnes can really make some adjustments in the air.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Robinson a screen on Barrett. Shamet the pass to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
Here's Ingram. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Towns, the pass to Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Clock at 6. A baseline J. Good on the jump shot.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. And he knocks down the first one. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Clarkson comes in for Landry Shamet.
And when you look at what R.J. Barrett brings to the table as a wing, he's a very dependable scorer that can attack you at all three levels.
Clarkson with the ball. Ready now by Barnes. The shot by Clarkson, no good. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Hornets. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, I love the play call. Get Barnes in there as the screener, and Scotty really can do anything from that formation.
Towns for three. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Clarkson against Ingram. Shots good by Clarkson.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Onside, Barrett. Barnes outside. In the corner, Barrett with it. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Barrett's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Josh Hart out there with Guerschon Yabusele. And it's McBride in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Clarkson taking his time here. Hart with the screen for Clarkson. Fires it up. Rebound by the Raptors. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
Knicks trail by 5. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, has some truth to it.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Yabusele. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Raptors making a change here. Raptors leading by 3. Ingram outside. Pass to quickly. Back to Ingram. There's the screen. And again, Toronto no up.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Bridges misses. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Bridges with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And that one's good. Shemet.
And with that 7-1 wingspan, Bridges can cause problems on D.
1:10 left now here in the second. Ingram outside. Shot from the top of the key. That one drops for him. Ingram's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Right side Towns. Pass to Shemet. 6 to shoot. Towns the screen. Buries the long-range jumper. McBride's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Toronto, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Toronto turns it over again. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes comes in for Grady Dick. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Bridges against Ingram. That shot off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but to be just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood track. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Toronto trailing. Barrett kicks to Barnes. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. The Raptors shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. To the inside. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brunson. And Barnes sends it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree. And you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Well, he is such a unique player when we talk about Brandon Ingram. 6'8", an elite scorer. He can initiate offense with the pass. He just does a lot of different things to help you win.
Both free throws good for Ingram. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
And his contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
And it's Brunson missing.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Brunson with a clean look, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 9 points here for Jalen Brunson. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Dix checked in for Toronto. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Barrett. Banked in off the glass. Barrett's got 7.
R.J. Barrett, always making his presence felt.
1:15 left here in the third quarter. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
23-22.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a one-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Barrett for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Brunson. Nice. Brunson working inside.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Onside Barrett. Back to quickly. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Dick finds quickly. Onside Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Brunson. Stolen by Quickly. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Knicks out front, up 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Landry Shamet is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's McBride in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Dick. Here's Shed. And here is Ingram. 5 to shoot. And he's good on the 3 ball. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Showing the deep shooting range. Ingram can do it all offensively.
Left side, Clarkson. Walter pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Quickly. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Now Pirtle. Off the glass.
Well, sometimes Pirtle goes over you, and sometimes he goes right through you.
Now, here's Shamet. Barrett covering. Brunson against Quickly. It's deflected. Barrett outside. Outside Ingram. Bridges with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside Brunson. .133 left in the fourth quarter.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he can't get either to fall.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Trailing by 5. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Robinson a screen on quickly. Brunson fires. Robinson, a great pass, leads him right to the rack.
Oh, that's a nice read from Brunson out of the pick and roll.
Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Bridges against Ingram. And here's Barrett. Quickly. Shot clock at 6. The long shot, no good. Here we've got Brunson. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that one falls.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Ingram!
And all that length that Ingram possesses is really tough to guard against. It's why defenses resort to fouling him.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Brunson against quickly. Outside Bridges. Now Brunson. To tie it up. The 3 doesn't go. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now, our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.